What's up guys, this is your boy Hero here back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile, and in this video we are gonna look at tier 4 and finish off tier 4 as well as look at tier 5 of This Is Magic Solo Raid. So the first battle is against boss Blue Beetle, and Blue Beetle kind of disables a gear for Arcane teammates, and I wanted to see what happens when I have one of the strongest teams in the game actually take place for battle against Blue Beetle, and that is, Raven is actually an Arcane character, and as a result, one of the gears of Raven is gonna get disabled, which means I might even lose the critical attack damage, I might lose the attack, I might lose fast attack chance. Like that, I have a chance to lose stuff. So that's why I wanted to check in how much damage I'm able to do with Raven, with Brainiac as a support as well, which means obviously this is an overkill team. But because of this passive of boss Blue Beetle, you would see that this is no longer an overkill team here, and I do have a lot of lag, guys. That's why this block and all that stuff is happening. But you can see here the dot is not extremely high. Yes, definitely we don't have a lot of artifacts to boost the attack. No Zatanna solo raid artifact coming into the picture here to boost the attack so that I can do a ton of damage. But given this amount of damage that we're doing, this means definitely there is a good amount of roll with this disabling of the gear. So 450k damage, 949k, it's not huge, guys, but it's okay for this 23 million damage that we are targeting to complete the one shot of boss Blue Beetle. So almost done here, just waiting away and finishing off with the SP3 from Raven. So let's move on to the jumbo boss here, and this is definitely a jumbo boss Justice League Superman. Man, it's ridiculous, guys. Actually, boss Justice League Superman has a ton of modifiers coming into the picture, and it does a lot of stuff. So first of all, it has a rage modifier which increases the damage as well as the defense of the boss, and that means you would end up losing damage because the defense increases. That means the amount of dot you're doing is gonna get reduced significantly, and you can see a rage meter coming into the picture here for the boss. This is similar to something that we get for Batman Who Laughs with the crisis energy. So man, it's ridiculous. There are a lot of things to actually keep in mind here, and you will see a lot of mistake I'm doing here in the game as well, so try to avoid doing this mistake. So how this particular boss works as well is, like, it says that whenever this rage meter fills up completely, then the boss is completely vulnerable. It becomes very weak, and as a result the defense buff and the attack buff kind of vanishes. So what needs to be done is you need to keep the rage bar completely full for the boss. Only then this defense and attack boost that you're seeing on the sign turns into weakness here, and as long as the weakness remains, you are pretty good to go. So this weakness will remain only when this crisis energy, again, rather the rage energy here, is kind of decreasing fully. So if it's not decreasing fully and it's not converted into the weak mode, you're gonna see, guys, what's gonna happen, because we have Raven here, we have Batman Who Laughs, we have Brainiac, one of the strongest teams in the game as well. And the reason why I went for this team as well is because I didn't know whether Justice League Superman is gonna have a shield or not, because if it had a shield, then I had to break the shield, and that's why I had Batman Who Laughs, who can stop the shield with the SP2 with the Sundead effect. So as you can see here, I'm not doing enough damage, guys. It's literally over the 1.5 minute mark, and it's literally no damage, and the primary reason is the rage meter is not filling up fully. I'm not doing the full specials, which is definitely a mistake, and because of this mistake, you can see the dot is not rising, because now the boss has very high defense, and as a result the basic attack damage that you're doing with Batman Who Laughs is not high, and as a result the amount of dot, you can see it's only 88k dot. And this is when I realized, with only 54 seconds out left, that I need to convert Justice League Superman into the final form, and then I would be able to damage him. And the final form is the triggering of the weakness. Now you can see the weakness has been triggered, so the rage form is getting unleashed as well. So it's decaying, as you can see, and now I'm able to hit 2.4 million dot, which is the damage cap. So it has a damage cap as well, and it is immune to stun and freeze. So that's why I didn't go for Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, although I was not sure whether the bug still exists that you can, do stun with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn on bosses which have harmonious modifier, that is, they cannot be stunned. So finally did manage to one-shot boss Superman, but a lot of things going in, a lot of things to keep in mind. And selection of the team is also very essential. You need to make sure that boss Superman touches the mark of that rage bar, so then only you would be good to go. I think a better team here would be using the Batman Ninja team, because ideally it continuously decreases the defense, so you would be having a good advantage there, and you would be able to do good amount of dot. So let's look at the rewards that we get for defeating this difficult boss, a tricky boss. Nonetheless, it's pretty tricky because things need to be kept in mind. I was really not sure whether I would be able to one-shot it, but we get Wonder Woman as the couple reward for defeating Superman. Oh man, ridiculous. So anyways guys, let's jump into the solo raid again, and let's look at tier 5, and let's look at the bosses that we have at hand. So the first boss, we have Black Canary, we have Green Arrow, we have Primal Swamp Thing, the legendary Primal Swamp Thing, as well as Soul Stealer Dr. Fate here. So let's start off with boss Black Canary. Has increased power generation, increased lethal chance, additional power bars, and immunity to power drain. Not a difficult boss at all, can be easily defeated. Sub-boss Green Arrow has increased critical attack chance, increased critical damage, damage against tech class, nothing special. Let's see what's special here. Sub-boss Soul Stealer Dr. Fate applies dot on the opponent with each critical attack, disables the player's team. Random gear bonuses for might classes, so that's still fine. You can use Mr. Freeze or any other characters there, and also increase tagging time. So what does legendary Swamp Thing do? It increases fast attack chance, increased lethal resistance, immunity to dot. There we go, guys. Another difficult boss into the picture. So Platform in the Ground is gonna be helpful at this point of time, but I don't know whether they have fixed that dot damage that you can do with Platform in the Ground. So if they have fixed it, then it's a gone case. It's a gone case. It's gonna be a difficult boss. So let's finish off this particular boss here, Sonic Black Canary, and we're gonna finish it off with a pretty easy team. I would say it's better to use Heartbreaker Harley Quinn with Raven, at least for this mode. Maybe for heroic modes we would be able to see what different teams we can use. It's easily stunnable, but the fact that it has increased power generation could be a bit problematic at this point of time as well, because you don't have the artifacts coming into the picture to help you, to boost you with the attack as well as the health. But I still decided to go ahead with this team so that I can do an easy one shot. Once the character is done, it's just gonna be easy. So just checking back again whether I'm reading everything correctly, and everything seems to be fine. So let's start off the battle against boss Black Canary. And yeah, the strategy is pretty simple. Raven with the Stacks of Darkness, and then you just done. It's a pretty straightforward pip is what I would say. But let's see how it goes, given the fact that we don't have the artifact boost like I mentioned. Starting off, you can see the power generation is there, and look at the damage, guys. Look at the damage from Black Canary. That was a pretty huge damage. It caught me off guard, to be honest, because if it was unblocked, probably Heartbreaker Harley Quinn would have been knocked out and it would have been game over. And there we go. Raven is also getting a good amount of damage. So the damage from Black Canary is pretty high, guys. It's pretty high. I don't recall seeing a good amount of damage from the tier 5 bosses previously, although maybe it's because of the high artifacts that I have in the other solo raids. So let's try and do the Stacks of Darkness here. And I tagged in Entangling Poison Ivy to heal Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, and also the fact that I was not sure whether I would end up losing Heartbreaker Harley Quinn if there was some good amount of lag. So at least Entangling Poison Ivy can heal herself back, and Heartbreaker Harley Quinn's passive should be there as well. And a lot of lag, guys, a lot of lag here. But we have 5 stacks of darkness from Raven at this point of time, trying to do some combo interruption and waiting for the SP3. There we go with the stun, and Heartbreaker Harley Quinn tags in 20 million dot, so a couple of 20 million dot, that should be enough. So finishing off the battle here. So this concludes for this video, guys. A pretty informative video as well, I believe, with Boss Superman doing a ton of things. But thanks for watching again, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it already. This is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 over here, signing off. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.